Hi everybody, welcome to Take Two with Paige and Patty, and it's Patty here. I'm on my own today. Paige will be back. There are just some things going on with her right now, and I'll let her explain to those when she comes back, but she will be back. I'm just trying to keep things going until she can return. Now, something a little different today. I'm like so obsessed now with Survivor. My son got me watching Survivor, and I've gone back and watched all the seasons, but season 46 has been really exciting to watch. And I thought, well, I could add that, watching all the Survivor episodes from the beginning. But I want to do something a little different. I'm going to recap all of season 46, one episode at a time. And I know that the season finale is coming in about a week. So let's start with season 46 Survivor and episode 1. And this is where the legends are made. So we had 18 people. We had the purple team, which is Yanu. We have the green team, Siga. And we have the orange team, Nami. On the purple team, we have Banu, Jess, Tiffany, Kinsey, Q, and Jelinski. On the green team, Siga, we have Charlie, Jim, Ben, Maria, Tim, and Moriah. And on the orange team, Nami, we have Hunter, Venus, Soda, Tevin, Randon, and Liz. So the first challenge, 2 members have to go and get 2 heavy puzzle pieces and bring them back till they get all 6 puzzle pieces, and then 3 of the team members have to build a puzzle. They have to retrieve a key to get their camp supplies. And the winners automatically get their camp supplies. Then the second place gets to pick if they want to do sweat or savvy task. And then the third place gets stuck with whichever one is left. So, on the purple team, we have Tiff and Jelinski going to get pieces. Then we have Jess and Banu. And we have Kinsey and Q. And on the green team, we have Jim and Ben, Maria and Charlie, Mo and Tim. And on the orange team, we had Hunter and Venus, Liz and Tevin, and Soda and Randon. And I'm going to tell you who paired up together and who sat out of challenges, so we can go back and kind of relive this. On the puzzle, for the orange team, you had Hunter, Soda, and Venus. For the purple team, you had Jess, Jelinski, and Banu. And for the green team, you had Mo, Tim, and Ben. Well, Nami wins. So they got their pot, their machete, and their flint. And then Siga finished second, and they chose the savvy task. And Yanu finished third, so they got the sweat task. So that's the purple team, Yanu, and they were doing the sweat task, and they had Q and Jelinski doing it. They had to fill these buckets that have holes in them and then try and fill these pots. But they quit. Q and Jelinski quit. They didn't even use up their time. They got tired. They just gave up. And on the green team, we had Ben and Charlie trying to do the puzzle, but they couldn't finish it out. So, interesting. Also thought it was interesting that Soda was the first person to make a fire. So that kind of made her a threat, though. So we started to see these alliances start to form. And we had Kinsey and Jelinski and Banu and maybe Jess start to form an alliance. We had Q and Jelinski and Kinsey and Tiff start to form an alliance. Tevin and Hunter called themselves the Andy Griffith Alliance. Do you remember that from the beginning? And then we had Jim, Mo, Maria, and Charlie were Charlie's Angels. Here's the thing. they started to build alliances right away, but they were awful in keeping them. So in this first episode, they had a journey on a boat, and Jelinski volunteered to go. He wanted to go, so they let him go. Tevin got to go, and Maria went. So those were the three: Jelinski, Tevin, and Maria. And it was this guess who has the card thing, where the winners got an extra vote and the loser lost their vote. Well, Jelinski just told Maria that he had it. He didn't have it. So he told her, I have the skull card, after about 30 seconds. So Tevin and Maria both got an extra vote, and Jelinski lost his vote. So Jelinski just played this all wrong right from the beginning. Quitting the sweat challenge, giving up his vote, you know, and his thing was, well, it might help later, you know, for me to have allies. Well, that doesn't help the rest of the purple team, and they were kind of mad. So they go to day 3, and they have their first immunity challenge. And this was the big gecko, where they have to lift it over the wall and through a tunnel, and then 2 players do the puzzle. So for the puzzle, you had Nami winning. Venus and Soda were doing the puzzle, and they were first. On Siga, you had Mo and Maria, and they finished second. And of course, we all know that Yanu, Jelinski, and Jess finished third. So Jelinski's big mistake was that he put himself out there too much. He volunteered for the sweat challenge. He wanted to go on the journey. He wanted to do the puzzle. He should have stepped back a little bit, because he made himself a really big target, because they kept losing. They lost the sweat challenge. He gave up his vote. They lost the puzzle. And when they went to tribal council, this was a big issue, and they talked about it. They talked about how he gave up all this stuff. And it was even said it might work to our advantage, is what he said. And they said, your advantage might work to your advantage, but not ours. So they voted out Jelinski. And he was the first one to be voted out. And he had no vote, and it was a unanimous vote. Everybody else voted for Jelinski. So Jelinski was the first one to go. In the meantime, Tiffany found a Beware advantage. And that meant that she had to wait until they lost, which they did. And so she had an idol. Tiffany found an idol right away. First idol in the game, Tiffany. So at this point, after episode 1, Tiffany had an idol, Maria had an extra vote, Tevin had an extra vote. And that's where we're sitting as far as advantages. So let's see what happened in episode 2. And I'm going to be adding these very quickly. I'm going to add like 2 a day, so that we can get all of these recaps done before the season finale. So thank you for watching.